Today, I'll be explaining the Thai comedy youth drama film called Ugly Duckling Series. Spoilers ahead, watch out and take care. Mei Nam is an extremely shy and insecure teenage girl who always wears a box over her head. She suffers from a rare condition that makes her despise her own face, believing she's the ugliest person alive. She hasn't looked in a mirror for over 3 years or stepped outside her home. Mei Nam lives with her brother, Plawan, and their father, Mr. Bon, who constantly worry about her. One evening, Plawan comes home with a bruised elbow and admits to shoplifting. To divert attention from himself, he mocks his sister, calling her psycho due to her condition. His words hurt Mei Nam, triggering a panic attack that makes it difficult for her to breathe. Mr. Bon, accustomed to these episodes, helps her calm down. Mei Nam shares her story on her blog, detailing how she became an ugly duckling. Surprisingly, she was once a confident, social girl with friends. That changed in middle school when she fell in love with the most handsome boy in her class. One day, she confessed her feelings publicly, only to be humiliated. He called her the ugliest girl ever and threw her gift on the ground. Worse, he told her to wear a bag over her head, claiming her face was a jump scare. The entire class followed his lead, ridiculing her. The experience was so traumatizing that Mei Nam withdrew from the world, refusing to return to school. Mr. Bon initially tried to persuade her otherwise but eventually allowed homeschooling, realizing she was dealing with a real issue. For a year, she avoided mirrors and refused to step outside. One day, while trying to retrieve a stuck balloon, a stranger offered to help. Panicked, she covered her face with a paper bag and, in that moment, felt an odd sense of comfort. Hiding her face made her feel secure. From that day on, she never let anyone see her face. Over time, the bag evolved into a sturdier box. Her family catches glimpses of her face occasionally, but Mei Nam prefers to remain hidden even from them. She spends most of her time online, chatting anonymously, feeling safer where no one can see each other. The next day, Mr. Bon visits a doctor, desperate for a cure. The doctor clarifies that Mei Nam isn't sick. Her condition resembles hikikomori, a phenomenon in Japan affecting adolescents who isolate themselves for months or years, refusing to socialize. However, since she still communicates with her family, she has a chance to reconnect with society. The doctor advises Mr. Bon to help her step outside before she completely shuts everyone out. At dinner, Mei Nam eats using a straw, keeping the box on. In a serious tone, Mr. Bon tells his children to listen carefully. Before he can continue, they jump to conclusions: either he has cancer or he's coming out as gay. He denies both and finally reveals his true concern. He wants Mei Nam to attend school with Plawan, starting tomorrow. She assumes he's joking and reacts with anger, but this time, Mr. Bon stands firm. Even Plawan is surprised by his father's determination. Mei Nam storms off, declaring that she hates him. That night, she cries for hours, terrified of being bullied again. However, she would rather be mocked for wearing a box than for being ugly. To comfort her, Plawan gives her a new box and helps her decorate it. For the first time in years, she removes her old one, revealing a face that is far from ugly. Plawan reassures her that he won't let anyone bully her, though it doesn't ease her fears. The next morning, Mr. Bon drives them to school. While Plawan confidently walks inside, Mei Nam panics under her box. Mr. Bon encourages her, offering words of support. Before stepping out, she apologizes for being harsh the night before and thanks him for trying to help. As soon as she enters, Mr. Bon breaks down, worried about his daughter. Mei Nam takes a deep breath and finally walks into school. The giant box on her head draws immediate attention as students whisper and point at her. Their laughter echoes the humiliation from years ago, making her dizzy. Just as she's about to collapse, a boy steps in to help. He's also wearing a helmet, making her feel a little less alone. Introducing himself as Minton, he tries to talk to her, but she panics and runs away. In her haste, she bumps into Zero, the school's most popular guy. Curious about the girl in the box, Zero and his friends demand she take it off. When she refuses, they attempt to force it off, but Minton intervenes. Taking off his helmet, he glares at Zero, and tension rises between them. To settle things, they agree to a fight outside school. Before leaving, Minton grabs Mainam's hand and leads her away. In class, Mainam stands nervously as the teacher, aware of her condition, asks students to respect her privacy. However, some classmates start teasing her. Minton, also in the class, grows furious at their behavior. Mainam quietly takes a seat at the back, keeping her head down. During lunch, she searches for Plawan but can't find him. As students continue staring, two boys start harassing her, trying to force the box off. No one steps in to help. Most just laugh. Unable to take it, she abandons her meal and runs outside in tears. Minton finds her alone in the playground. Seeing his helmet, she assumes he's mocking her, but he explains that he simply likes wearing it. Offering her a sandwich, he lightens the mood. They talk and laugh, making her feel at ease. However, she insists she won't return to school. Minton insists she should, if only for Hema, because they are now friends. After school, Minton and Zero face off. Their fight escalates, both landing strong blows. As Mainam heads home, she sees them brawling. Suddenly, the police arrive, forcing them to scatter. Zero spots her and pulls her away. Alone, he forcefully removes her box. As he sees her face, he's left speechless, but she assumes he's disgusted and faints from overwhelming fear. Mainam wakes up in a hospital bed without her box. She panics until they give her a face mask. Mr. Bond, overwhelmed with guilt, apologizes for pushing her into school, blaming himself for her breakdown. To everyone's surprise, Mainam insists on returning and not to socialize, but to take revenge on Zero. The next day, Zero finds himself thinking about her. He doesn't understand why she hides when she's so beautiful. Just then, Mainam arrives and slaps him for what he did. When his friends try to intervene, he stops them. Yet again, he reaches for her mask, but Minton blocks him. They fight again, but Mainam stops them both. Rumors spread about two handsome guys fighting over the box girl. Minton insists he just wants to help, while Zero laughs, assured that Minton likes her. Sensing Zero's own feelings, Minton challenges him. Flustered, Zero denies it, calling her ugly. The comment triggers her trauma, and she faints. The next day, Mainam locks herself away, refusing to see anyone. Worried, Mr. Bond and Plawan discuss ways to help. Suddenly, Zero shows up at their house, wanting to apologize, but Plawan refuses to let him in. The next morning, Minton arrives, trying to cheer her up. At first, she refuses to see him, but after his persistence, she meets Hema wearing a face mask. To her surprise, he has made a duck-shaped box for her. She bursts out laughing at the sight. He also crafted a duck helmet for himself. They wear them together and enjoy their time. Minton convinces her to return to school. When she arrives, Zero approaches to apologize, but Plawan interrupts, sending him away. Later, a girl named Ozone asks for a favor. She wants Mainam to stop Zero from bullying people. She denies having any influence over him, but soon learns that Zero's friends are beating up Plawan. Furious, she calls Zero out for his behavior. However, Zero is shocked that he had never ordered his friends to hurt anyone. To prove his sincerity, he makes a deal. If she removes her box, he'll never use violence again. With no other choice, Mainam takes it off. Everyone is stunned. That night, Zero sneaks into her room, apologizing. He admits she's the most beautiful girl he's ever seen. His words replay in her mind. The next day, for the first time in years, she goes to school without the books, ready to start a new life with confidence. Subscribe for more videos, turn on notifications, and leave a like to support the channel. Thanks for watching.